The storm has trailed us for so long it feels like a shadow stitched to our heels, its low growl woven into the earth's pulse, a relentless hum behind the wind's wail. We've outrun it, always a step ahead of its grinding advance, slipping through valleys and plains like whispers dodging dawn. But the mountains broke our stride. As we dragged ourselves up their jagged slopes, the ground quaked harder, the air thickening with its nearness. I've avoided looking back, clinging to the illusion of distance, but now, crouched on this frostbitten ridge in the dawn's pale glow, I turn. It fills my sight, a monstrous wall surging skyward, its edges blurring into the vast blue, curving with the earth's arc. Sunlight slides off it, impotent, touching nothing. At its base, where sickly blue lightning twists against churning black clouds, the world unravels. Peaks that stood for millennia shudder and burst, vanishing into the storm's edge, the land dipping as if flinching from its caress. The vibration thrums through my boots, a dirge of destruction as ancient stone cascades into an endless void. It'll reach me in hours. Will I be crushed when the summit collapses, buried in a cascade of slate, or will I feel the storm's touch, shredded to atoms, erased entirely? The question gnaws. My knees groan as I rise, thighs burning from sharp rocks, my left ankle screaming, bones grinding like broken gears. I turn from the horror, eyes locked on the last mile of road twisting to the pass, cracked asphalt scarred by forgotten winds. Each step eastward jars my frame, the storm's pulse sinking with my own, mocking my limp. A memory surfaces, a state fair, a decade back, summer heat thick, a vibrating footplate buzzing for a quarter, its intensity thrilling yet uneasy. I cling to it, savoring its simplicity like a fading sweet, letting it anchor me. The wind bites my face, air itself rushing toward the wall. I'll be walking when it comes, defiant but outpaced. The pass is my goal, not salvation, just one last peak before the end. A month ago, the world had order. I was on a bus, a Wednesday routine, the drone of life lulling me. Then, a sigh swept through, engines stilled, lights died. No panic, just silence among the dozen passengers, expecting revival. I stared out, noticing streetlights dark across the road. Distant pops, like fireworks, broke the hush. Unease stirred. We pried open emergency exits, spilling into July's cool dusk, stars blazing with cruel clarity, their chill light sharper than the fading booms. Phones refused to wake, batteries dead. We pocketed them, relics of a lost age. A fireball streaked west, silent, smoke vivid against the night. Another roared overhead, vanishing beyond hills, a faint rumble trailing. The driver quit the ignition, joining our knot, faces blank under a sky raining satellites, an untimely meteor shower. No screams, just muted shock. Someone, a man in a faded cap, joked about the world's worst timing, and we laughed, brittle, like kids skirting a graveyard. Names swapped, forgotten by morning, we parted. My path led to my apartment, a concrete hive where I'd landed after leaving Gail's place. Our split was quiet but final, her dreams of escape clashing with my warehouse grind. The complex was a tomb, no emergency lights, halls swallowing my steps. Inside my studio, darkness pressed, the scent of stale coffee lingering. I craved connection, Gil, anyone, but silence reigned. Sleep dodged me, ears straining for sirens that never came. Dawn brought walkers, neighbors trading tales like currency, truths tangled with fear. Batteries were lifeless, pacemakers stopped, electronics bricked. Fire resisted, matches sparked weakly, flames blue and frail, bonfires flickering wrong. A cyclist brought grim clarity. Planes had glided to ruin, satellites fallen, the world's energy sapped. Not nukes, but something deeper, an engine of existence winding down. We ate what we had, stores emptied by day 2, cash ruling in a final nod to order. I traded my last dollars for water crates, stacking a fortress, believing in recovery. Rumors grew, a coastal exodus, highways turned slaughter grounds, a storm driving the tide. Stragglers hit our town, eyes wild, whispering of human rivers churning to blood, fleeing an unseen terror. Locals vanished, shunning corpse-choked interstates. I waited, feet itching, pack ready, stove, bag, tins. Until the last wave came, survivors from a western town like mine. They'd seen the storm, their stories matter than rumors. A wall of void, unmaking land in seething darkness, blue arcs erasing reality. I packed tighter, water and gear slung, but lingered one dawn. It rose west, swallowing light, devouring foothills over hours, earth, trees, rivers vanishing into frenzy, blue energy arcing through black. Not a storm, but negation, defying description. Tucker, among the last wave, called it God's maw, a divine feast beyond a veil. His words split us. Some clung to faith, others, like me, recoiled. I joined the holdouts, fools who'd seen and still hoped. We pooled supplies, raided stations, laughed by weak fires, outpacing the rumble. Refugee trails guided us, discarded packs, rotting bodies, yielding hidden caches. Hope flickered in our efficiency. Foothills slowed us. Days ahead, but tainted soup sickened three, their retching stalling us as the storm crested. Quiet panic drove us to back roads, Tucker pushing harder. The ill lagged, his promise of camp ahead was a lie we accepted, nods glassy. They vanished. Tucker took charge, guilt our leash. Mountains broke us, roads veering, no maps, dead clogging paths, bare feet jutting from grass. I stole boots from a dying man, his rasps haunting my whispered apologies. Tucker preached survival, absolution, splitting us, his robust flock versus the wasting rest. Supplies skewed, we starved subtly, altitude biting. Near the pass, only his faithful and I remained. They camped apart, leaving silently. I caught them, Tucker's gaze cold, his vigor mocking our frailty. Sleepless, I sat on a rock, ankle throbbing. He approached, starlight in his eyes, wordless. His sigh broke the silence. He stomped my ankle, twice, pain blinding. No one stirred. Rage dulled to ache, sleep my surrender. Dawn, they were gone, a water bottle and meat tin left, pity or scorn. Clutching them, I limped to the pass, storm closer, peaks dissolving, seeking a place to die. At the summit, blood droplets led to tire tracks, then carnage, a rusted Dodson truck, tires shredded, harness remnants. Butchered horses, vultures circling. Cracked bladders, hammered tins, greed's aftermath. 2 bodies, craters from weak bullets. The driver, chest pulped, gripped a revolver with 2 rounds. Killers waited his slow death for loot. I took the gun, drunk on defying the storm, imagining a bullet's release. A horse's whinny snapped me back. A gray survivor, ribs stark, stamping terror. Pain vanished, I lunged, rope tearing palms. It reared, shrieking, I roared, gripping tight. Calmed, broken. Mounting was agony, vertebrae jabbing, but I swung atop, ankle fire. From its back, the storm loomed, a mile off, chewing stone. Heels dug, we descended, tears falling as I whispered thanks. It grazed, drank, I dropped the rope, skin lost, but it stayed, eyes dimming. 20 miles, it collapsed, throwing me. Tribe caught up, faces flat, Tucker's lip trembling. I grinned, feral, riding past. The horse died for breaths. I butchered by a frail fire, tribe joining, knives flashing. Tucker stood alone, dethroned. I approached, gun heavy. He nodded, gazed at distant clouds, then met my eyes. The shot caved his face, blood misting. He blinked once. Barrel to temple, his sigh sang. Second shot, a wet thump. Rocks piled, no guilt, just balance. His boots braced my ankle, meat dried, we slept, Tucker's name erased. Highlands taught survival. Toilet tanks for water, libraries for plants. We grazed, packs light, gazelle lean under sun's scourge. Cities smoked, avoided, fields our vein. Loners joined or scoffed at our tales. First waves faded, devoured. We outpaced the storm by a week, sleeping sound, planning. At the eastern sea, in autumn's husk, we'll find ships, sail east, or swim until unmaking. The horse gave time, the gun choice. We walk, storms hum faint, toward a horizon that might not exist. The blackout's hush lingers, buses sigh, stars glare, fireballs arc Gale's shadow. Our split over my warehouse grind, her wanderlust unmet. Tucker's sermons wove guilt into gospel, excusing abandonment. The 6 moans echo my solitude, leaving Gale a silent wound. Mountains stripped us, boots from corpses, theft and numb mercy. The truck's scene mirrored our fractures, bullets craters shallow graves. The horse was kinship, eyes reflecting my own desperation. Killing Tucker wasn't vengeance, but reclamation, his stomp repaid in lead. Tribe's silence sealed it, bonds reforged in meat. Highlands lessons, water's weight, plants bitterness, sun's sear. We met a farmer trading salt for stories, a madman raving of storm's voice, joining briefly. Cities' pyres guided avoidance, fields whispering wind's secrets. Ocean's promise, torn maps, stars' compass. We'll sail or wade, salt erasing steps. Sparks against void, we endure, chasing dawn's mirage. Valleys sparked hope, fires flicker, caches gleam. Foothills tested, soups taint, lags lie. Mountains forged division. Tucker's flock thrived, we withered. Dead-lined paths, flies dirge. Boots theft, rasps of water, my sorry. Tucker's sermons, weak as offerings, us as vessels. Near pass, betrayals chill, camps split, his heels crush. Dawn's tokens propelled me. Summit's blood trail, trucks rust, horses ruin, revolvers vow. Horses whinny, salvation's call, grips gore, rides rapture. Tucker's end, shots bloom, sighs melody, cairns close. Highlands honed us, tanks crystal, nettles sting. Loners tales, storms myth or madness. Ocean's lure, masts or waves, defiance's end. We walk, unmaking's echo faint, humanity's spark defiant. The storm's not weather, its absence, a void cloaked in lightning's lie. Tucker's theology gave it divinity, I saw only erasure. Blackout's birth, energy's ebb, fire's frailty. Gale's absence, split scar, now solidarity's root. 6 shadow, complicity's chain. Dead's display, boots burden, mercy's mask. Ankle's ruin, pain's pulse, talisman's touch. Truck's testament, greed's grave, revolver's redemption. Horse's heroism, descent's dance, loyalty's last. Tucker's twilight, justice's jolt, balance's burial. Highland's harvest, survival's science, field's fidelity. Ocean's oracle, sail or sink, sparks stand against void's hunger. We endure, steps resolute, unmaking sturge a whisper we outpace, for now.